Hello, everyone. Today I'm gonna do a Halloween mani featuring the new Bone and Blossom from the Gothic Glam collection. And I'm pairing it with this is Lady of the Estate. That it does have a slight sheerness to it. Do you see that? This is my first time using it, so I just noticed that right away. So you could put a color under this and it would probably show through, or I guess you could put it over white and make it really pop more. That could be fun. I opened up all three of these sets brand new, so will have lots of options to remix and do different things with these. That is pretty. I like this set. I like roses. I'm always drawn to those types of sets. Anyway, when I saw Bone and Blossom, I immediately thought of pairing it with pink. But then I've seen some other manis, and a lot of people have it with purple, so maybe that's actually purple. I mean, compared to this, that does look more purple. It's like a purpley pink, a pinky purple. But we're rolling with it. I thought pink is always fun in October for breast cancer awareness. So I thought kind of combine the two. And I went a little crazy over the weekend planning lots of Halloween manis, and now I'm gonna try to fit them all in before the month's out. So, because I'm super excited about them, pretty much all of them. I don't know, maybe I'll get sick of it by the end, but I feel pretty excited about them right now. So we'll see. Trying to get through the manis faster so I can wear more of them. Usually I do like one Halloween mani. I feel like I'm not a big, but many of the ones I planned are not traditional Halloween manis like this. This is like roses and flowers and pink. So I've been having fun kind of doing that. Okay, I'm not gonna need this other pinky strip, so we'll set it aside. All right, so Bone and Blossom. I decided to go with the black. I thought that looked fun with these, and I am gonna round this here so it fits my finger a little better. Feel like I heard kind of some hate for the set when it first came out, like people don't want skeletons or I don't know. I mean, love too for it, but I thought it was really pretty. Like I said, well, I guess they're not roses, but I'm always a sucker for flowers. That felt really thick when I took it off of there. It felt thicker, for sure, thicker than Lady of the Estate. Get some scissors out of the way. It's kind of hard to see where the wrinkles are because this has such a busy design on it. Anyway, I'm going pretty. Oh, I left a gap on that side. It's fine. I'm going pretty simple today, just trying to get these on, and I figure I'll do when I wear these sets the next round. I may patch that side. When I wear these sets the next round, then I could get fancy doing some different. I thought about some different things like Lady of the Estate. There's a lot of fun things you could do with that. And like for instance, how cute would it be to do like a nail tape kind of vibe stripe on the pink? Like some kind, I don't know. I thought of that and doing like little peekaboo with either the pink or a lot of fun things you could do with these. They're pretty sets. Let's see how this patches. Like pink, like, I don't know, this may not be the best plan because I'm not lining it up. Perfect. I don't think it matters. It's such a busy pattern that that went right in there just fine. Okay, let's do the other side. So my kids for Halloween, my toddler is gonna be, he has the cutest panda bear costume that's been passed down from my sister. I think she used it for all of her boys. She's got three boys. and she found it at a thrift store for like $3. And it is, I tried it on my toddler, and oh my gosh, I about squished his little face off. He is so cute, and it's got like a little cottony tail. And then when he crawls around, he looks just like this panda bear crawling. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Babies in Halloween costumes. So cute. Last year he was a little inchworm costume that I borrowed from my friend. And he was just barely scooting, and so he was like inchworming across the floor. It was like a rainbow pattern on it, like a rainbow inchworm. So cute. And then my daughter's got a unicorn costume with it has like a light up skirt. But then my son can't decide what he wants. I know he's been a dino. He has this little dino costume that kind of looks like he's riding a dino, really, is what it is. It's one of those that like he's on top of it and it's got like the head that comes out in front. He's riding a dinosaur, and he's worn that a few years, which has been awesome when your kids are like, yeah, I want to be the same thing again. Score. Anyway, this year it does still fit him barely, and he kind of seemed to like it, but then we looked at Transformer costumes because he is Transformer obsessed, favorite thing ever. And he liked a few of those, but he wasn't like totally sold. And then he saw an Army Man costume and he's like, I want to be an Army Man. And I'm like, okay, cool. We can do that. That's a pretty easy one because you just get him some like sweats or whatever and camo print. But then I found out it's because he was excited about the gun. And I was like, you can't take a gun to school, like even a pretend. Pretty sure that's not gonna fly. Um, and so he's kind of like, I don't know. I ask him every day, I'm like, what do you want to be? And he says he doesn't know. He also thought Frankenstein would be kind of fun. That one's pretty easy. I could buy some like a face paint kit, paint his face green, maybe get him a headband with bolts on the side. And then you just do like a little, he already has like a suit coat jacket. So do that with some black. Might have to buy a few things, but so I don't know what's gonna happen there. But if anything, he has his dino costume he can wear, and that will get him candy. And it's a very fun costume, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm starting to see Halloween events pop up and gotta have those costumes ready. I did pull them out. They're ready. But I don't know. I guess I didn't, in my mind, we weren't wearing them soon, but. Oh, and this is Kissing Booth. That is such a pretty pink. I enjoy that. This is my first time wearing Kissing Booth. I mean, this is the first time I've opened this set. I don't think I've had a set of it before. Our neighborhood's a ton of fun for Halloween. There's a few houses that just go all out. Some of them are like a little bit too creepy. I did venture all the way to the front door last year to one of them. Like they go all out. I haven't seen their stuff set up though. Maybe they're not going to do it this year, but it's like enough that it's been in the newspaper. They have a whole ton of mannequins and they've got them all dressed up, their whole like 50 of them or so, I don't even know. And they fill their whole yard with all these creepy mannequins. And some of it, it's like a little bit, it's definitely on the very scary side. Some of them are a little bit gory. Like, I don't know, they just set them all up and go all out. And then on Halloween night, they have people around with what's it called? The hockey mask guy, Jason, and chainsaws that'll chase you around. Anyway, we made it all the way to the front door, but I've done it. I think it was dark last year. The year before that, though, I did it because it was still light and I had little kids with me. Last year I did it in the dark, but because I had little kids with me, and you better believe I had a kid by the hand and was not doing that by myself because they're nicer to the kids. They're not gonna go crazy. So yeah, we made it all the way to the front door to trick or treat, and then there's another. Like I know her actually. They go all out and do a Diagon Alley in their front yard. And it is really cool. Like they go all out. It is so fun. So that's another favorite, and there's a few other houses that go pretty spooky, but it's just a fun neighborhood. I grew up in a college town, and so we would, you know, the college students would be having their Halloween parties or whatever when we trick or treat, and they'd be like, "What? Trick-or-treaters? Do we have candy?" And and sometimes we would get random stuff. Like sometimes one time we got like a box of pastaroni and so anyway, so here it's just fun. People get really into it. It's a fun neighborhood. I feel like we got the jackpot when we experienced Halloween here for the first time. The strip's looking a little, let's just get a fresh one. I don't know if it's gonna be long enough and it's kind of looking a little creased. So I'll just use this fresh one I have set out. And then we have some neighbors. They lived in Arizona, which that's kind of the first time of year that you can be outside without dying. And so people just hang out outside, have donuts, hang out with whoever comes by, and they do that here. They kind of set up their garage. It hasn't been too cold the last few Halloweens, like jacket or maybe coat weather, but not like freezing. We've had some really nice Halloweens. Anyway, they have treats and everyone just kind of hangs out and it's good times. Leave this up a little bit. That's almost like a pretty busy strip. This, I think I'm gonna enjoy mixing that one up next time. It's not that I don't like it, like I think it's cute. I think it's cute with Kissing Booth here. Okay, and then oh, definitely we're gonna do the skull side. So these are all the strips like that? Oh yeah, look at that. They're all um got a skull on this side, flowers, so you could kind of pick. Yeah, you could totally wear this and not if you didn't like the skulls. Okay, that one does have skulls on both sides, but like trying to remember. Oh, okay, yeah, this one did. Okay, so this one was all floral. So I guess I could have picked which floral. I do like this side that I picked better with the pink since I'm doing the pink. Anyway, I didn't pay that much attention until we are definitely doing the skulls. So it'll be like all floral and then bam, skull. That's funny. This is really pretty too, though. This other side with just the flowers. I don't want to cut off too much because I still want a little skeleton skull there. That out. So our neighbor has a chocolate lab, and we were kind of friends already. Like he liked me, but now we have a really good thing going because he will come into my house sometimes many, many times a day. He likes to clean up after my toddler has eaten, and he throws lots of food on the floor. So he comes in, he cleans up my floor. He gets extra, he is incredibly food motivated. That's like he just wanders around and looks for food left around. I love that. It's cute. It's very cute. It is kind of like bam though. Like bam, skull. This is like the lead into Halloween one. Cut just a little bit more. Anyway, it's a good relationship. My little toddler knows his name too. He comes in and he's like, Duke, Duke. His name's Duke, the dog. Anyway, over the weekend, we missed him because it rained, like, rained for a whole day, day and a half. I don't know. So for a couple of days, we didn't see him, and I kept going, okay, well, I'm gonna see him. Because otherwise, got to clean up the stuff. But I kind of like pulled out. See if he shows up. I'm like, my floor is looking bad. And then we had recently we're having people work on our sprinklers, and they had their truck parked out front, right? And I go outside into the front yard. They were in the backyard, the sprinkler guys. And I go into the front yard and I see Duke going by with something colorful in his mouth. I'm like, does he have a toy? And I'm like, he doesn't ever care about toys. Like, it's either a bone or food that he's caught. And then I realize it was like a bag of something, chips or something that he had nabbed out of their truck. Yeah, sure enough, I think it was a bag of chips or something, we told the sprinkler guys. But and they've dealt with this guy too, because they poured cement for us, the same company, over the summer, and they had the gates down to our backyard, had the gate out so they could kinda get back there, get their equipment back there easier. And he comes on wandering all back, this big chocolate lab, and walked on the cement, and you just hear all the guys yelling. They were able to fix it, like, and then they built like a barricade, like a little baby gate. Of course, I would think of it as a baby gate, but some boards and stuff to keep him out while things dried. So they know. He got a whole bowl of I didn't watch him super close in my house, and he grabbed a whole bowl of bacon grease in a glass bowl off of the counter. And I was like, "No, that wasn't it," because you'd think he would just, like, drag it off and it'd be this big cloud, or no, he, like, grabbed it and set it down, and he was just looking away at the bacon grease, so that was the end of the bacon grease. We tossed it after that. But, okay, alright, there we go. I think we're done. Oh, I was gonna add, so to make it, like, breast cancer awareness, I have these stickers remind me of I think we do it on this. Oh, maybe on the side like that. These remind me of, like, a ribbon. Let's do probably the biggest size here. Why not take it from the side? I'm like taking it right from the middle. So let's see. So kind of do it to the side or like that. Maybe kind of to the side. This is quite the um I don't know, all over the place Manny. I'm trying to think. I know there's a better word for it, but that's cute. I do very much enjoy these um tweezers. They're very, very good. I'm sure I will use them for more things as I remember about them. Okay, there we go. So breast cancer, flowers, and Halloween all over the place. But I'll wear it for a bit and then when I'm sick of it, I'll switch it. I love that it's just like bam, skull. Okay, cool. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'm excited to finally get these on and going. I'll talk to you guys next time.